Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me for this week's mindfulness practice. My name's Leanna. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you've been around for quite some time, thank you for your continued support. So happy to be with you all here to connect with you. So we have now entered July. Summer's really feeling like it's setting in on the east coast of Canada. Warmer days, longer days, and just more sunshine all around, which has been really, really enjoyable. So this week, as we welcome in this new month, I really wanted to connect with that sun's energy. So we'll be moving through quite, traditional sequences, the Surya Namaskara, A and B, and just really rooting into those foundational movements, but also activating and connecting with that summer energy, that sun's energy. We'll be doing some gentle chest openings and really rooting down through our foundation as we reach tall through the crown of our head, and a lot of these postures that we'll be taking. So it'll be quite a traditional vinyasa style class, so perhaps more for the intermediate yogi, but as always, when you're on your mats with me, taking this at your own pace, modifying, adjusting as you may need, and finding rest at any point throughout your practice. I want you to leave today feeling energized and activated and connected with the summer sun's energy. The season of summer is all about nourishing those intentions and goals that we've been working towards and really inviting in that energy of the sun to allow that nourishment to thrive and bloom. So I guess that's all I got for you for the intro here, but I hope you enjoy this sequence and I hope it lands well. I look forward to connecting with you in the comments after this flow. So whenever you're ready, you can set up your mats and we'll begin at the top of our mats in Tadasana. So making your way to the top of your mats, toes can come to touch, heels will be an inch or two spaced apart if that feels good, or you can bring your feet under your hips for a little bit of a wider stance. We'll roll the shoulders up towards our ears and down our back, lengthening the spine. Slight tuck of the pelvis, crown of the head reaches tall. And then hands and palms are facing forward, receiving in that sun's energy. Gentle close down of the eyes or soften of the gaze. We'll start here with beginning to tune inwards and feeling the points of contact our feet are making with the ground beneath us. Perhaps the gentle sway side to side of our bodies. And our body is strong and active here. We're lifting our kneecaps to engage those thigh muscles, really rooting down strong through those feet. That gentle tuck of the pelvis, our core is engaged. As we're drawing those shoulders down our back, it's a very subtle heart opening as we stand tall, lifting the crown of our head to the sky. So grounding down here in this posture, in our mountain pose. And taking a moment to tune in, checking in with how the body is feeling in this moment, in this shape. Taking notice of areas that are more open and areas that are more closed. And bringing that awareness with a gentle curiosity. So as we start to move and breathe throughout our practice and start to activate and move that energy, we can engage with that sun, absorbing and expanding in those areas of openness. And using that energy to release tension in those areas that are more closed off. Now coming to take notice of your breath, not altering its natural state, just bringing awareness to its natural rhythm. And we'll start to breathe collectively, letting go of any hold you have on your breath. Take a long and slow breath in through your nose, filling up. And then let out a really heavy sigh through the mouth. Another deep, slow breath in through the nose. And then a really heavy sigh through the mouth. Contracting the belly on the way down. Let's take another deep breath in, slow breath in through the nose. And then a really heavy sigh through the mouth. Let's do one more round just like that. Deep breath in. And a long, heavy breath out. Good. Now, taking notice of the effects of those short breaths that we've just taken, and allowing that to dissipate and settle, and let the breath come to a rhythm that feels supportive for you. I invite you to draw that breath in and out through your nose, inviting a lengthen to a point that feels good. And settling in a pace and cadence that can guide you throughout your practice. We'll take a moment here to set an intention for these next little bit of time on our mats here together. And maybe your intention is to be here, to be present, and to welcome in the sun's energy. And whatever your intention is, taking a moment to repeat it silently to yourself. And then we'll take a deep breath in together. And a long breath out. Hands come to prayer. We gently flutter the eyes open. I hope you'll have a wonderful practice today. On your next breath in, we'll reach tall, hands to prayer, gaze may lift to the sky. Maybe a slight back bend, deep breath. Exhale, we slowly pour forward over those legs. Inhale, draw yourself to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Root down through the feet, reach tall for that extended mountain. Right hand to left wrist, we reach. And on that exhale, we lean towards the right for crescent moon. Good, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. We're rooting down through all four corners of the feet. And we're lengthening. The side body's engaged here. We're not collapsing in the right oblique. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale draws us back through center. We switch the grip, reach tall on that breath in. Exhale, we lean towards the left, rooting down through both feet and taking notice of that length from the side of the right foot all the way through to the fingers. And side body's engaged, obliques are on. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, we rise back through center. Maybe a slight back bend, gaze may lift. Take a deep breath in. On that exhale, start to rotate the body towards the right. Hands reaching along the side as you start to come into a forward fold. Fingertips may sweep the ground, and we circle back up towards the left. So taking some sun rotations here. Deep breath in. Exhale, we start to circle towards the right. Fingertips may brush the ground as we circle and rise back up with that inhale towards the left. One more round towards the right. We circle on the way down of that exhale. And as we sweep the hands towards the left, we take a deep breath in, reaching tall. Good, holding through center, letting that exhale go. And take a deep breath in. And we'll circle towards the left this time, circling down. Fingertips may brush towards the ground. We inhale as we rotate towards the right and reach tall. And exhale, we release towards the left. Circling down, feeling that rotation through the spine, through the hips. Inhale, we reach towards the right, back through center. Last time here, circle towards the left. Fingers may sweep towards the ground. And on that breath in, we reach towards the right, coming back tall. On that exhale, it's a slow forward fold over the legs. Deep breath in, find your halfway lift. Exhale, release. Generous bend in those knees. You may walk your feet hip distance apart. And start to rock side to side in the hips. Maybe you grab opposite elbows, allowing the neck and head to fall heavy. Gentle rock side to side. And releasing through the spine, through the backs of the legs. Crown of the head is reaching towards the ground as the tailbone is lifting tall. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Releasing the grip if you have it. Hands meet the ground. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Holding from high plank, pushing the ground away from knees or toes. Deep breath in. Holding for the exhale. Top of the pelvis, like dome of the upper back, pushing out through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Lower the knees on that exhale. Chin and chest follow to the ground for a modified chaturanga. Untuck the toes, sliding through. We inhale to our cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, find your cobra. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Inhale, entire back body's engaged as you lift to your cobra. Exhale, release. We tuck the toes, move through knees, tabletop, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Finding 3 more rounds of breath here, making any movements you need to welcome in this new shape. Deep breath in. Settling on that exhale. Next inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. We'll tiptoe our feet to meet our hands at the top of our mat. Coming back to that generous forward fold, you may grab hold of opposite elbows again. Gentle rock side to side. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Release the hands through center on your inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, root down through the feet, reach tall to the sky for that extended mountain. Maybe a slight back bend, hands to prayer. And it's a slow pour forward over the legs for that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Holding here for a deep breath in. From knees or toes, lower all the way down to your mats. Untucking the toes once you arrive. On that next breath in, finding cobra or up dog. Maybe you straighten through the arms here. Exhale, release. 2 more rounds, choosing your back bend, deep breath in. Exhale, release. Last round here, squeezing the back body, deep breath in, you lift. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes from knees or toes, push yourself back to downward facing dog. Finding 3 breaths once you arrive. Last breath. Landing on that exhale. Inhale, your heels will lift, knees will bend. We'll step or walk this time to meet our hands at the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Root down through the feet, reach for your extended mountain. Hands to prayer, and it's a slow pour forward over those legs. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back this time. Right away, lowering through your chaturanga on that exhale. Inhale, you find your back bend, maybe a full up dog this time. Exhale, push your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. We'll step or hop to meet our hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Root down, reach tall for that extended. Hands to prayer, we slowly pour forward over those legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa. Meeting me in downward facing dog. Not rushing through the movements. And taking a breath once you arrive. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. Step or hop to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach tall to the sky. And we come to that slow forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Really engaging with the sun's energy on those back bends. And grounding and releasing tension into the earth when we're facing the ground. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. Step or hop to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Root down, reach tall to the sky for that extended. Exhale, we find our chair pose. Sitting the hips back, weight is in the heels. You should be able to lift your toes off the ground. Tuck of the pelvis, core is engaged. Relax those shoulders down your back. Good, deep breath in. Maybe you sit a little deeper on that exhale. Heart is shining forward. We're welcoming in that sun's energy. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Another deep breath in. Fold over the legs on that exhale. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands, step back, vinyasa, or go straight to downward facing dog. Landing with a breath once you arrive. Next, inhale, right toes lift tall. Exhale, knee to nose, we step through, rise to our warrior one. Deep breath in. Lunging forward on that exhale. Deep breath in, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, maybe that leg hovers on the way down. Back bend on that inhale. Downward facing dog on that exhale. One breath here, deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, left toes, reach tall. Exhale, knee to nose, we step that foot through. Warrior one on the left side, deep breath in. Landing on that exhale. Deep breath in, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, maybe that leg hovers on the way down. Finding your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. One breath out. Inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. Step or hop to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach tall to the sky, extended. Exhale, hands to prayer. Eyes may close down, gaze may soften. Taking a moment here to connect with this activated energy. The breath increasing its pace. The movement happening and radiating throughout our body. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, palms reach tall for that extended mountain. Exhale, find your chair. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in, heart shines forward. Exhale, we fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga, meeting in downward facing dog. Lingering at any point throughout your flow and landing with a breath once you arrive. Next, inhale, right toes draw tall, three-legged, squeeze into nose on that exhale. We step through, rising to that warrior one. Take a deep breath in. Lunging on that exhale. Really rooting down through the feet. Deep breath in. Maybe a slight back bend. Frame your front foot. Step back. Vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Landing with a breath. Deep breath in. Left toes reach tall. Exhale, knee to nose, step that foot through. We rise to our warrior one. Take a deep breath in. Landing on that exhale. Really rooting down through the feet, lifting through the crown of the head. Deep breath in. Frame your front foot, step back. Vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, heels will lift, knees will bend. Step or hop to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, we sit back into that chair, arms reach high. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in, heart shines forward. Sit those hips back a little deeper on that exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold over the legs, falling heavy, coming to that generous forward fold. You may step those feet hip distance. Option to grab opposite elbows. You may wrap your peace fingers around big toes. If you're taking that bind, you take a halfway lift on that breath in. On that exhale, the elbows draw away from one another as your nose draws towards your legs. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Crown of the head is reaching towards the ground. Tailbones lifting to the sky. Releasing any stagnant energy towards the earth. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Releasing any grip that you have. Toes come to touch, heels slightly apart. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Root down, reach tall. Take a deep breath in. Right hand to left wrist, we reach tall. Exhale, lean towards the right, finding that crescent moon. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Root down through the feet, engage the obliques. We reach tall on the next breath in. Switch the grip and exhale, we lean towards the left. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Engaging the body, we lift tall, release the grip, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, we sit back into that chair. Rooting down through those heels, weight is in the heels, we're lifting those toes to feel that engagement. Sit those hips down and back, slight tug of the pelvis, heart shining forward. Can you soften those shoulder blades 1% more? Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Fold over the legs on that exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog. One breath when you arrive. Inhale, you slowly roll through the spine, coming to a high plank. Holding here for knees or toes. Pushing out through the shoulders, top of the pelvis. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. From knees or toes, we roll all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes once you arrive. Coming to locust pose. Arms reach by our side, palms facing towards the ground. Thumbs facing outwards. Neck is long. On your inhale, you engage the entire back body and legs and arms lift off the ground. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze the back body as you lift your arms and legs, coming to shine your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. Feel that lift. Deep breath in. Slowly release down to the ground, left ear towards the mat. Letting that go, letting that dissipate. Slowly we'll bring that head back through center, straightening through the neck. We'll come into our second back bend of the locust pose. So on your breath in, you lift and reach as you squeeze the back body. Maybe you lift a little higher this time, coming to balance on your hips, your pubic bone. Take a deep breath in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stay for the exhale. One more deep breath in, shining the heart forward. Exhale, release, bringing the right ear to the mat. Landing here. Letting that go. Letting that simmer. Find 2 more breaths as you are. Head will drop back through center. Option to take locust for a 3rd round here, or you may take bow pose. Taking bow, you're bending through those knees, reaching back to grab your feet or your ankles. And it's that same engagement of the entire back body. So on your next breath in, lift and reach, engaging that entire back body. And continue to pull the feet towards you as you're pushing the feet away. Take notice of that heart opener. Crown of the head may reach back, elongating through the front of the throat, the front of the neck. Slight engagement of those inner thighs. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in, coming to balance on that pubic bone, those hips. And on that exhale, release back down to the ground, bringing the left ear to the mat. Feet can come that distance apart, letting go of any tension on that lower back. You may shake and wiggle the hips side to side. And landing in stillness. Just allowing that back bend to dissipate. Finding 2 long deep breaths as you are. And our head will draw back through center. We'll plant those hands under our shoulders and push ourselves back to a child's pose. Knees draw wide, toes come to touch, forehead may meet the ground. And we'll reach those arms back towards our feet, resting on our thighs, curling up into a nice little shell shape. Nice little counter pose for those back bends. And as we just received and welcomed in the sun's energy through those back bends, can you now release tension into the earth in this grounding posture? Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. 2 rounds of breath as you are. Really slowly start to walk your hands forward. And ground down through the palms, so lift yourself up to a seat on your shins. And we'll come to sit towards the right, bringing the right hip and cheek to the mat. And we'll come to deer pose. So that right shin will bend at a 90-degree angle in front of us. That left knee will bend to bring that leg at a 90, so 90 legs. And you might stay here upright. That might be enough for this hip opener. Or you might start to walk those hands forward. And forearms may meet the ground, forehead may meet the ground. And finding your depth here and flexing those toes as you continue to pull forward over your legs. And using that breath to draw it down into our hips, into our glutes. And falling heavy in this shape, allowing gravity to do the work for you. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more round of breath here at your own pace. Good, really slowly you'll use those palms to draw yourself back upright. We'll plant our hands behind us, fingers facing towards our body. And we'll just start to windshield wiper those legs side to side, 90-90 rotations here with the legs. And moving nice and slowly, lingering in any spots along the way. And the next time the legs fall towards the left, coming to that deer shape. So 90-degree bend in both legs. Turning towards your left leg, lifting the crown of the head tall to the sky. You may stay here, this may be enough. Or you might choose to walk those hands forward, finding your depth on your forearms or the forehead meets the ground. And we're flexing those toes. as we're slowly falling heavy and pouring over the legs. And connecting with that breath, drawing it down into the hips. And taking notice if this side is maybe a little bit more open or tight, a little bit more closed off. And just honoring the difference between sides, honoring that one is often more dominant than the other. And honoring that complexity in our bodies. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Let's find 3 more rounds of breath here in this shape.
All I know is that God loves me and that I am in human form, and that all is well. We're all students, and we will all graduate.
And really slowly, once you're done your 3, no rush, using those palms to lift yourself back upright. Rolling back, coming to those 90-90 rotations, dropping the legs side to side, letting that go. Good, and then when that feels like it's enough for you, coming to a shin seat or seated on your sit bones with your legs crossed over in front of you. And once you arrive, grounding down, closing down the eyes or softening your gaze. We'll roll the shoulders up towards our ears and down our back to lengthen the spine. Lifting the crown of the head tall. And we'll bring that left hand over our heart, the right hand on our belly. Connecting with the breath, connecting with the body. Taking notice of how it's feeling compared to the start of our practice. Maybe noticing the subtle shift in your energy. And if you don't notice anything at the forefront, it's okay. Trusting that your body has taken in what it's needed here today. And that the energy is settling in your body as we ground here in this final shape. And we'll take a deep breath in. Let out a long and heavy sigh. Sending in love and gratitude for making the time to show up on your mats today. And thanking all the past teachings and practices that have come before us, and for this ability for us to connect here together. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. May the love enlighten me shine through to the love enlighten you. I vow to you. Namaste. So thank you everyone. I hope you're feeling energized and activated and also nourished. Just overall feeling really good. As always, leave me a comment below letting me know how you feel, or send me a personal message on Instagram or through email. I always love to connect with you and hear how your practice is evolving over time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week, and take some time to get outside in the sun and breathe in the moment with that sun's energy. Thank you everyone, and I look forward to next time.